Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentleman, 10% off at checkout on your fantastic beard products. Or you could shop via the TCG Player affiliate link in the description down below to help support the show. And last but of course not least, you can go to Grey Viking Games with the affiliate link below to pillage some sweet arena codes. That is up, Planeswalker Steric 6, back with more Magic the Gathering Arena. I have no idea what is wrong with my hair right now. It's going like forward instead of swoosh to the side, but that's neither here nor there. Today we're playing Abzan as usual, since it is Friday, and we're playing Abzan midrange, and I've tried to make this deck kind of built around Sarulf. A lot of people have been asking me about using Sarulf, so the deck essentially is a lot of removal, very few creatures. For what it's worth, this does exile all non-land things. But what's nice and notable is that this exiles, right? So this doesn't destroy, it exiles. It hits your own things, but it does hit your opponent's things as well. And the idea is that, like, early on, we have very few things that aren't removal spells, essentially. The reason I have Skyclave Shade in here is just because it's an annoying creature against control. And I thought I might need something against control. I could be wrong. Yeah, and then we just have a lot of higher end things. Very, very kind of flat curve, only running 24 lands because we do have binding. And another thing that I wanted to note here is that I'm trying with this build to have slightly fewer cards with more per card. I hope that made sense. Fewer like 1-ofs and 2-ofs. There's no 1-ofs and 2-ofs, but I wanted to try and like actually play like a smaller variety of cards. The variance in my card should be lower. So let's see how it goes. Okay. I'd like to play first. We don't hate this hand, we just don't like it. Like, one more land in this hand is perf. I'll keep it though. I'm a greedy, greedy man. Big, small. Opponent deep in the tank. We obviously Indatha turn 1. Followed by Shade. Preferably Sarulf on turn 3. We can start killing things. I did consider a lot of different like build-esques, sub-builds, if you will. I thought going like an actual +1/+1 counter, like sub-theme, I didn't think it was very good. I considered essentially like no permanence except for Sarulf and like win via like X spells or something like that. That also didn't seem very good. And I ended up stabilizing on this. So our opponent likely to be on some sort of Azorius Control. And that's the goal of Skyclave Shade, is just to be hopefully very annoying to my opponent. I guess we just cast Sarulf here. Could theoretically hold up Mythos. I'll just cast Sarulf. Notably, Sarulf does work with fetch lands. It's a permanent. That's unfortunate. You know, people were still playing Censor. Well, this seems to be maybe an imported deck because of the fact that this is just like these lands. Missing a land is not great. Heck, I want to destroy this. And I think it's more important to get down one more Shade. This way, if my opponent happens to like Wrath of God here and I top deck a land that's untapped, I can play Fumigate. What? Okay, so this has new cards in it. I guess they just needed a land. Do I want to blow up the search knowing that they need a land? And another question, right, is do I want to sandbag this Overgrown Tomb? Right, if their plan, they don't have double white, so not only would they need to draw a land. I think I'm gonna blow it up. So do I play this Overgrown Tomb? They would need a land. I'm gonna sandbag. I don't know if it's correct. They didn't get a land. I think I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna sandbag the land still. I guess this could be a counter spell. No, they absorb. That's fine. This is still lethal. And I don't... Okay, cool. I was thinking about playing the Overgrown Tomb and then bringing back the Skyclave Shade, but I don't think that was correct. So my opponent doesn't waste counterspells, so we like Destiny Spinner. The reason we like Destiny Spinner is because even though we don't have a lot of creatures, we do have a decent-ish number of enchantments, and throwing these in, we have more creatures. We want Thought Distortion for sure. We kind of want Kaya as well. So that's the kind of the things that we want in. Eliminate. We didn't see early game Planeswalkers from them. That doesn't... Oh! We had to know what... Because of the way the game works, we have to get the Foretell cards revealed to us at the end of the game. So actually, I wonder... Okay, it does show there. So that's something to note. If you're playing best of 3 and your opponent foretells something, and the game ends, be sure to check the field, unless you have a MTG assistant. Be sure to check the field so that you know what the foretell cards were. So even though we haven't seen them, it's possible they still do have like Narset and stuff. I'm gonna get rid of them. I doubt my opponent would keep Narset in this matchup. I'd like Kaya here. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Conqueror's Death, maybe. Get rid of like one Conqueror's Death. All the rest of the stuff is like fine. I guess Bloodchief's Thirst is not great. I think I actually keep a Conqueror's Death and get rid of another Bloodchief's Thirst. I wonder if getting Knight of Autumn in as well is good. So I have like a lot of removal for singular Planeswalkers, so I think I don't need that at all, and I'm just going to chuck that in there. Could be incorrect, but yeah. Very slow hand. They mulligans. This hand is too slow. This hand is a lot better. The question really is, what do I get rid of? Crescent Beast can be super strong. I think I'm going to get rid of the Knight of Autumn. Because Mythos can get rid of anything. Knight of Autumn can only really hit the enchantments from them. So turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 most likely. Search. Oh. Play this tapped. Thoughtseize him. How many reinforcements? Fumigate. Well, I definitely get rid of Absorb here. We want to yeet this search as well. Authority of the Really? Really? Okay. I'm just gonna blow this up now. Too many lands. Definitely too many lands here. Okay. Too many lands. Guess I still just cast Questing Beast here. 21. I've only drawn lands. Bruh. You shock here so that your life total stays below theirs, so that they can't get value out of this yet. Game. For real? For real? I've drawn 6 lands in a row. Fudge. I need anything else. Do I attack here? They're just gonna gain life. All right, I attack, put them down to 13. They go up to 19, so I think I would rather just not. All right. I wonder if they fumigate here. They do fumigate, okay. Oh, good, they kept it on top.
Consider this a warning.
This did not be a counterspell.
I will destroy if I must.
Oh, right. They just get to ultimate this, like this turn. Awesome. I'm so glad that I drew these 2 cards after drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands in a row. Well, at least we won game 1.
I am the master here.
Maybe he won't minus 10.
Rise.
Yay. Well, we gotta see what my opponent plays. Gotta get more information on my opponent's deck. That's just so statistically improbable. Very upsetting. Okay. So we did get some, for what it's worth, we got some good information.
Slow down.
I mean, we were doing really well that game. Then bad stuff happened. We still have a ton of like ways to just remove planeswalkers, so I don't think I need to bring in Bloodchief's Thirst. I think we just need to not draw 9 cards in a row, you know, or draw 9 lands in a row, you know? What is up with my hair, dude? This should be a good hand. For all intents and purposes. By the way, it's intents and purposes. I've heard people say intensive purposes. Intensive purposes. You know, the Destiny Spinner, so the rest of our cards can't be countered. Hair, please. I don't need this right now. I need you right now. Let's get lost tonight. You can move a Black Cape Moss tonight. Alright. Just like one more land. Like a land this coming up turn, that's great. After that, I don't need it. Okay, this is okay. This is not terrible. They triple block this? They probably triple block it. They do absolutely triple block it. Nope. Cool. Yeah. Make up your mind. Now see, this game, I'm not gonna draw. This game, I'm not gonna draw any lands. What did I do to deserve all of you? Oh, thank you. See if they counter this. They do. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. This means my questing beasts are more likely to not get countered. By the way, I know that my opponent can just Conquer's Death my questing beast. That's the plan. That I binding the Conquer's Death. So Vantress here. Let's see what they grab. Both on bottom. Both on bottom. Both on. That's good enough. Did my opponent bring in a Dovin's Veto is the question. They could also just have Censor here. Fudge. Do they have Censor?
Ignore my draconic talents.
Hopefully this does nothing.
What's a curious choice?
Good order.
You
Yeah, oops,
are
indeed.
too dangerous to roam free.
Okay, so we killed this. Let me cast Skyclave Shade.
I no longer wish to stay.
Yeah. It's a slightly better clock. Both on bottom. Both on bottom. Top deck of land. Top deck of land. I will respect the fact that my opponent is at least hard casting this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we definitely attack. I think honestly we just play Sarulf. Let me just play Sarulf here. It's possible I should have sandbagged that land to rebuy the Skyclave Shade. It's possible. So I assume this is Doomscar. We didn't see any other kept one on top. Oh, hold. Wait, why did they Vantress first? That doesn't make any sense. Right? Isn't it better to do this first? Alright, well, let's see if they have a counterspell. Fudge. Cool, they didn't. That's fine. Annoying, but fine.
No time for a break.
Don't be absorbed, please. I guess technically it could have been Censor, but I didn't play around Censor. Next turn I can cast Destiny Spinner. Fudge. Okay, we're gonna cast Destiny Spinner first. Okay, this is technically fine. Alright, both on bottom. Ay. I'm kicking this, dude. I'm kicking it. I just feel like this is a slightly better thing to do than Kaya. I could be wrong. I'm just so worried about anything that they could do.
Sorry I'm late.
What do you do with the fairy here? Okay, plus
We need
kind of
to
makes
move
sense.
quickly.
I get to potentially kill Teferi.
I suppose that's
Just
how
kicking
it
this
was
dude.
meant to happen.
Kicking that, keeping this in hand. So if they had an absorb in hand, they probably still could have cast it, just to gain the life. Dream Trawler. Bruh. And because it's an enchantment, also can't be countered. This card is god tier when it works. Dream Trawler does not care. Oh my goodness, dude. That was, in my opinion, I absolutely deserved that victory. Oh man. That could have been worse. Oh. Shout out to Destiny Spinner. I feel like I constantly put that in my Abzan mid-range deck sideboards. And like very rarely you get to see why I love her, why she's great. You got to see it right there, damn it. She just, when she works, she works. We're just gonna do this. There we go. And I ran so far away. I just ran, I ran all night and day. I couldn't get away. I'm pretending that this is a keyboard, by the way. I realize you're probably like, why is his shoulders all hunched like a fucking monster? Some sort of dude in a church. This is Justin. God, I'm so used to doing it this way. This is Justin unhinged. Wait. I gotta give you guys the unhinged beard too. Okay. The globalists and all the cloud people, the lizard people out in the skies. All right, they're the ones controlling the media. All right. Wait, what? All right, good talk, wizards. No longer in beta. Cool. I don't. Hidan. Isn't this a Naruto character? Hidan? Was he the salamander or was he the samurai? Oh, cool. Great. Awesome. Cool. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I got a hard close it because no longer in beta. It's obvious that the globalists were just trying to keep me down. But I'm back thanks to my nutrient supplement pills. They'll make you grow big and strong, like an ox. You guys liking deranged Justin? I live in a bunker. These plants decorative. These headphones wired with tinfoil. Can't let the government satellites listen to my thoughts. We'll get this beard back in shape, shall we? Bruh, my hair is really pissing me off, dude. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. Don't mind if I do, to be honest. My opponent using new sleeves. Hopefully that means new cards, new decks. They mold. I kept. Come for the magic, stay for me messing with my Garbo hair. Ooh, hello, opponent. I see we are both playing the same land on turn 1. I assume the similarities will end there. Unless my opponent is also playing Abzan, in which case... Oh, you're playing Esper? That ain't it, sweetie. I assume they get rid of one of these. Probably this? Maybe. You know what? I don't know. Literally any of these are reasonable to take. I didn't play Sagas until I was a man, and by then it was binding. Yes. Do you feel in charge? Vraska, respectable pick. Took you a while to do it. Surf cheese blood. Alrighty. So if you had another one, why'd you take so long on the first? Sure. Taking, it makes sense to take Reborn if they put Vraska in there. Okay, not bad. I do need, you know, a land to go with it. I kept a 3-lander. I've since then drawn, what, 3 cards? Like, one more. Foretold. Alright. I respect the Esper Foretell. I don't respect not drawing a fucking land, though. That really grinds my gears. Like, the thing is, it's possible I should be playing 25 lands in this deck, because we have a relatively high average CMC. But that one game made me really not want to do it, you know? It is a land. It definitely is a land. Go away, bird. What else is clickable here? I know this one is. I know this thing is. Is this clickable? No. Really, just these? It's a shame. Oh, not you. I don't care about you. Go away. Well, my opponent's not going to do anything until I do something, and I can't do anything until I get another green source, so awkward. Yeah, this is very bad for me. If you just let the what? Why have been playing control? Where's the Gruul at? I want to face Gruul aggro, please. Like, I faced control, it went alright, but I gotta face the opposite part of the spectrum, right? Especially considering it's already been 30 minutes in this video. I'm just waiting for my opponent to take their fucking turn. What's the verdict on these? Are these just, like, better than the checks? I feel like they aren't, right? Am I like, old manning it right now? I should be playing these. I hate everything. There's something to cast, though. Oh no, Dovin's Veto. If it didn't cost so much, I would totally have a little animated, you know, the what? VTubers? I totally have a VTube thing with Lil 6. Chibi 6, Lil 6, whatever you want to call it. As a diminutive version of 6. Snort best. You definitely love seeing it. You love seeing it. You love to see it. Justin, just play Binding of the Old Gods. I'm just gonna concede. Oh, it's Doomscar. Wow. It's a taser. Guess we have to go to 25 lands. Why is my opponent taking so long? Is this a content creator? Lord from Dar. MTG. Nope, doesn't look like it. I thought maybe they were like talking to chat or something, but nope. Nope. Kill me, please, I guess. Have a turn to play. Don't you dare Thoughtseize me. It's fine, we got a land. It's gonna be disheveled Justin. Nothing matters anymore. Everything's sad and bad. Wizards refuses to give us good cards for Nicol Bullet. They refuse to ban things. Wait, my opponent missed a line drop, right? Yeah, they went first. No, I went first. What am I talking about? This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Bro, I got nothing. It's very hard to commentate when I mean the first match was fine. I was able to complain about about my lands, but right here, what happens if I just like put all of these on at once? Beautiful. Gotta have the other overlay too. There we go. This is quality entertainment right there, dude. Wait, where's this one? Oh, that was there. Well, I'll attack first. See what they're working with. Counter. I guess I ain't seeing shit. They know about my binding. They know about my binding. They still chose to do that. Interesting. Well, they have another binding. So that's cool. I guess maybe their idea was that, like, maybe they drew another Elspeth Conquers Death. So they're gonna Conquers Death this. Maybe? I don't know. I really don't know.
The crueler the opponent,
What?
the sweeter the victory. You won. This time.
Sure. Oh, look, it's another Sarulf. Can we just consume this? I mean, they don't have all that much to exile. I think I just play a Sarulf. Considering I drew all but one of my Sarulfs. This is cool doggo. Crawling Barrens. Interesting. Make all your own things just to put Kaya. I think you can do up to. You don't have to exile those. You don't up to. Yeah, you don't have to exile those. Alright, well, Sarulf has Death Touch this turn. Gonna go ahead and swing at my opponent's face. Because I really don't care about Kaya. I guess I'm binding this? That's a touch. Well, I'm definitely binding this. This game has just been Sarulf binding. Like Sarulf binding, Sarulf binding, Sarulf binding. That's all this game is. No, not my Sarulf for binding. No, my Sarulf, dude. How am I gonna threaten your face, even though you have an active Crawling Barrens? Like, end of this turn, you make it a 2 power, and then turn after, you make it 4. Like, what? There's no you attack now? Okay, their shields are down. Can I draw Kaya? I really wish this came in untapped. Oh, I had a safe spot to cast Liliana. No, dude. No. And I mean, I know that they have counters. Dovin's Veto. Absorb. Didn't I say Absorb? Yeah, Absorb. I didn't see where that went. I should have been paying attention. I mean... They have Dovin's Veto up now, which is what I'm most afraid of. But I think we just gotta cast it. Alright, we have a Resolved Planeswalker.
This looks like a fun new toy.
She might die to a spell, which would be annoying. She's gonna die to a spell. Or not? Please? Can I have my Liliana? Okay. She's gonna go to 1.
Want not.
This is non-land, isn't it? Yeah, it is. They could consider attacking me. It's a 2-turn clock. But they're gonna put her to 1, which is fine.
Do not ruin my dress.
Casualties of War? Kaya.
Putrid, but effective.
Non-land, non-land. Cast Shade? Am I just gonna cast Shade and hold up Mythos? I'll cast Kaya.
Death is inevitable, and so am I.
They put Crawling Barrens to 8. Shout out to Crawling Barrens, just like being a win con of theirs. I feel like my opponent, for what it's worth, like even though I hate this deck, because I'm playing against it right now, I mean, my opponent's deck seems well constructed. I'm not, and I guess because I have Skyclave Shades, I think they saw those. So, I mean, yeah, like, I can definitely understand my opponent's deck here in terms of like just being strong, playing strong cards, doing strong things. Their mana base seems apparently perfect. Although they do only have like 2 white here. And they seem to have a lot of double white spells. So maybe I'm dumb. Okay, so the hope is that Liliana sticks around. And I can keep blocking, or I have blockers that I can build up. I have removal spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. With 1 more land, I can actually play 2 removal spells in the same turn. I have a removal spell on board with Kaya. The main issue is that if we win this game, we have to go to game 3. Okay, Tefers.
This isn't a fight.
Tefers bounce something. Tefers plus. Tefers plus.
We
Okay.
need to move quickly.
So they get to untap Fangs. Stuff and Fangs. Thoughtseize me? That's fine. They take one of these. I do not care which. Sure. I gotta tap the Crawling Barrens. Yep. Okay. So I think first things first. I think we use Kaya to kill this. Keep Mythos in our hand. Because otherwise, like, the Kaya's not really doing all that much. And this way, if they try to do something in response, I can just Mythos in response. Cool.
It's the
Let me
least
know if
you
you're up
deserve.
for round 2.
Play this. And then we don't kick the Skyclave Shade. I still think we cast it. This is always going to be our Bane, right here. Bane, yes. Alara's Reckoning. Yeah, I think we just cast it unkicked. Theoretically, we could attack for a card. Oh, fudge. I just realized they could play... Oh, they need 1 more land. Then they can Doomscar and activate Crawling Barrens. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. 10, 12. They could potentially hit me 12. I'm a coward. Yup. So I think on a subsequent turn, if possible, I'm going to try and get the Crawling Barrens with Liliana's minus. But that might take a lot to do so. Now, I need them to not have a land, or if they have a land, I need them to not have Doomscar. Okay, that's fine. Main phase, Behold. Let's see, Behold nothing, please. Both on bottom. We'd like to see it. Okay, they have another land. But I do have blockers this turn. They have 6 mana. Duress me. I assume they still just take the Mythos here. Unless they have a current answer for Liliana. Okay, that's frightening. Relic, you don't take my Liliana knowing I have a Liliana on board if you don't plan on getting rid of my Liliana, right? Right? What? Okay. Okay. First things first on their list. Do I cast?
Rise.
Questing Beast? They could absorb it. I've only seen 1 absorb. They've been through nearly half their deck. I regret nothing. Wait, am I just realizing that this is a stinger? Bruh. Alright. Plus this.
Don't
Definitely
worry.
attack with this.
I got you.
I will attack with this as well. So I'm 10. Yeah, I do want to keep up 2 blockers. 2 blockers. And then the plan, I think, next turn. They're 13. I have 6, 9 damage on board, which would put them to 4. Although they're probably not going to be scared of that. Oh, well, they finally get rid of the Mythos. Okay. Sure, the Mythos is gone. What do you plan on doing with that knowledge? Nothing. Thoughtseize. Do I Thoughtseize first? Eliminate. Yeah, we're gonna go on Thoughtseize first. I feel like a Shark Typhoon or something. No, just Devil's Veto. That's fine. We got it. We got it out of the way. That also was a mistake. They should have let me take the damage. That was incorrect on their part. I think I attack here with 3 of them. They shouldn't block. You really shouldn't turn that into a creature. My opponent made a mistake. That was the worst one you could have done.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
So this says non-land. Yes, so I can still minus here. Just to get that off the board. In fact, I'm going to cast this. Put this on this.
Here.
Sack. This and this.
The battle to shambles.
Get more value. Then I think just cast this again. And I'm going to keep the Grove in my hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, now they're on lethal. And they don't have a threat. Yeah, I don't think that they... Maybe that's the only thing they could have done. But they should have let me resolve the one thing. Well, they're currently alive. Do this. We'll cast this kicked. And we'll put counter on it.
Well, you're not liking for spirit.
Cool, we got there. Now we just have to win game 3. Yay. We got more information on our opponent's deck. We hate it. I mean, second verse same as the first, I think. Yeah. This is great art of Ashiok. And of course, you gotta love the of Tristani's sister here. Well, while my opponent's doing that, like, comment, subscribe. Parts of this video have been a little dry, but I'd have more things to say if we went against a very like I already kind of talked about the control matchup a little. aggro. Alright, so if we lose, hopefully it'll be fast. If we win, hopefully it'll be fast. Why? I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm just sad about it. Because his route, like, it's pretty slow. Especially since we're going second. I guess I shouldn't prepare this, because I might top deck a Thoughtseize, and I will absolutely turn 1 Shrine Thoughtseize. Then turn 2, turn 3. Otherwise, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I have nothing. 5, 6. The triangle of Abzan. Give me power. Give me value beyond belief. My opponent over here playing this here. Alright, we didn't necessarily want to see another Sarulf. If you're doing this. We got Jund, that's what this. Jund's this right here. Okay, I mean another casualties can be good. Maybe I should only be running 2 casualties. And maybe only 3. We'll talk about it. Thoughtseize. Oh no, which of these Sarulfs will you take? They probably take the Vraska here. Yeah. It's like the one pick that makes sense. Black and white, no blue. Gotta assume they got, yeah. Okay. This is a 4-drop. This is definitely a 4-drop. And it helps me get to 5 and 6. So if this can resolve, that's pretty decent. 4 mana for my opponent. They kill my Sarulf, incredibly rude. And they have mana up for Censor. Wait, were they playing Censor? Or was that my first opponent? This is why I don't like playing against this the same style of deck, but different decks back to back. All right, this opponent I did not see have Censor. Please don't censor me. Okay, the impact to my pride would go very, very hard down. Okay. Okay, deck, we don't need any more lands for the rest of the game. Only gas from here on out. We do not need... yikes. Yin's one goes south side, watch them Stillers. Daughter Ace, alright, I assume one of these. No. Really? Those are only black. Can we just, like, win... Deck? Stop. Can we just win with Yasharn? I guess not, right? Because we'd be playing chicken with Crawling Barons. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't like this. I do not appreciate this land. I could really use not more land, please. And these are the reasons why I don't like... I don't want to play more land. Main phase Behold. You like to see it. Double bottom? Want to go into math? Double top. You do not like to see it. But it was a slow top. Oh, my opponent has, like, very little time left. Do we just pop off one of these Casualties of War? To kill the Crawling Barons? Or do we just take my opponent off black? Do they care that much about black? Honestly, I'm not sure that they do. Maybe I take them off of double white? I think I actually take them off double white here. Like, even though it was like a 6-mana land destruction, it's still like fine. Okay, I wouldn't have cut them off with black anyway. They kept that on top. I assume that's maybe a white source. Got 2 cards. What is wrong with its deck? Hide this for a little bit. Okay. I have 2 Binding of the Old Gods. And what that means is that I can destroy pretty much anything else. So I think here I just want to blow up Carling Barrens. Or do I just... Or do I blow up the other white source? I'm gonna blow up the white source again. That's fine. I might be able to clock my opponent. Thoughtseize to get rid of one of my bindings. Unfortunate, but you know, happens. They are down to 11. We've got this, which isn't a behold, right? I feel like they would have cast that already. If it's Doomscar, get effed. Were the only Foretell cards we saw? Why would you activate Crawling Barrens now? Why though? Like, actually, why? We like Thought Distortion. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 mana. Is there... I guess I keep this in hand. There's not really a reason to cast it. Cast this. All your stuff, go away. And I wonder if I don't attack here. Alright. I'll take it. No, I think you attack now. And accept the trade. Yeah, because if we the thing is if we don't attack now, we never get to attack again. And this way we at the very least get to get rid of another one of their okay. I don't think that is very good for them. So now the idea is that they can like threaten to block this, but like yeah, I don't know. I can kill this.
I'm not going to sit this one.
You bounce it? Sure.
So fast.
Oh, well, I win. Yep, I just win. Questing Beast is a very strong card. Overall, very satisfied with the deck, generally. There are some definite things we got to talk to in the deck talk, which we'll get to after we open a pack. I think it's just one. I didn't check. Claim price. It's just one. And we just really quickly just click on black, confirm, and then decks. All right. Got to learn to animation cancel, you know? So the deck. Straight up Abzan midrange. Okay. Not too many frills, not too many special things I was trying to do. I did want to try and work Sarulf, whatever, into the deck. Even with 4 of them, it just didn't seem worth doing. right? I think that Sarulf is probably going to be better off as a brawl commander. Possibly also just like a really messed up EDH commander where you just have a lot of spells. You're just playing Sarulf with a lot of spells, essentially. A lot of X spells, a lot of mana doubling lands. You have some high-end spells as well, you know, some high-end permanents. But generally speaking, like, Sarulf is, I think, better suited to be a commander in a singleton format. And the main reason for that is that you want to be able to have Sarulf out early and often, right? You want to be able to have Sarulf out to get him rolling. If you don't do that, it's not as great. Now, we didn't get to see it in action against a creature-oriented deck, especially a more aggressive one, and I think that's where Sarulf would shine more, but I would rather just not have as many deck-building restrictions and not use Sarulf. I still like Skyclave Shade. It works in some metagames, it doesn't work in others. I liked it here, but it's meant to go against control decks, and we win against 2 control decks, right? This card is Garbo against aggro because it can't block. So it's possible that this, you know, just needs to go, and I can put like Scavenging Ooze back in the main deck. Questing Beast is Questing Beast, right? Like this card, if I'm making a deck that's meant to be mid-rangey and it has green in it, this is going to be at least 3 of. Binding of the Old Gods, I loved, absolutely loved it. It technically did what I needed to do. Even the Death Touch like came in handy, like technically speaking. It's a solid card. These are all solid. Like all the rest of the stuff is solid. I guess the overall thing is just like numbers, right? So like I probably do want to cut down to 2 Casualties of War. I liked the amount of removal I had. Just because I was playing with Sarulf, I felt like I didn't have enough threats, right? So I think I would want to cut. I mean, I'm going to be having a lot of free ofs again, but I think it's just kind of correct to do so. So I think Sarulf probably is going to go. Whether or not we bring in specifically Knight of Autumn to the main deck or she stays relegated to the side, I'm not sure. But we probably take out Sarulf for some other threat. Mythos can probably get cut down. I'm fine with these, although frankly, just because of the sheer amount, like this deck is removal deck, right? So it's possible that we cut down to 2 on each of these. I obviously have to see how the deck plays against aggro in order to see if like that's sufficient. Like I still have a sufficient amount of removal early in the game, right? Like, because you kind of cut it off here, right? You want to make sure you have probably 2 pieces of removal by turn 4. 5. By turn 5. But not including those. Like by turn 5 when you're on the play. Turn 4 if you're on the draw. Then maybe like we put one of those into the Thoughtseize and then like one more into a threat or something. Another card I considered here was the 2-mana 2/1. When he dies, you get a 1/1, and he taxes your opponents casting instants. I don't remember what it's called. I frankly don't care. Tide Taker. Sideboard, pretty obvious stuff. Authority of the Consuls against hasty red decks. Destiny Spinner did great work in my opinion. She's against the counterspell decks. Scavenging Ooze, it's against red decks. Who would have known? Knight of Autumn against. She can come in essentially against anything, but her main purposes are for aggro, to gain 4 life, and then against very specific versions of decks for the rest. Otherwise, she's not necessarily like she's very versatile, but the total versatility makes me. Like at this point in the metagame, makes me want her in the sideboard rather than the main deck. 2 Yasharns, just generally a helpful card. If I need more threats in the main deck, like that last game, you can bring her in. She's also just really good against the sacrifice decks because she can't be stolen with Claim the Firstborn. Kaya, she was good. I don't know if she's main deck material, but I did like her. And then Thought Distortion, like the sideboard. I really like the sideboard, and very frequently I don't like my sideboards, but I do really like the sideboard. It's possible I'll end up putting Scooz into the main, and maybe having like one or two other pieces of Graveyard Hate, but I don't know if I need to. when the majority of like the graveyard strategies are kind of like the sacrifice adjacent decks. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. Overall, like, I like this deck. I just think the main deck needs a little bit more threats, whatever. And Sarulf just doesn't really fit the needs. Yeah, let me know what you think about this deck overall. Because I like it. I definitely like it. And we won both of our games against Control, right? So maybe it's not as bad as... I don't know. I like this deck. I like this as a building off point for the remainder of our normal Abzan mid-range decks. So let me know what you all think down in the comments. Send me things to my PO box. I will open them on camera. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwin, Malik, and Balater, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them, support the show, liking and commenting, and I mean, I assume if you're at this point, you've already subscribed, but liking and commenting, it really does help with the show. Until next time, I will be one.